Hello guys, welcome to my channel once again. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to prepare for JAMB in 2 days. In my previous videos, I've been teaching you guys how to accomplish success in your exam, how to use JAMB syllabus, how to follow recommended textbook, and so many more. But for exam, this is time for examination, and for the sake of those who are unable to cover JAMB syllabus or who have not covered their syllabus before this very moment, I'm going to show you how to study for JAMB or how to prepare for JAMB in just 2 days. So if this is your first time of coming to my channel, consider subscribing for more videos. So the first thing to do whenever you are preparing for JAMB is to follow JAMB syllabus. And what are the JAMB syllabus? For instance, if you are preparing for chemistry, inside chemistry syllabus you see topics like gas laws and equations of motion and balancing of chemical equation and so many more. Also, if you are preparing for JAMB physics, you'll see topics like equations of motion. We have about 3 equations of motion and mechanics, so many topics, wave, electricity, electric field, and so many more. But for the sake of those who are unable to cover their syllabus, what are you going to do on this very day? And it's already time for JAMB. So what I'm going to show you now is what you should do. During my time, I didn't cover syllabus and I didn't follow recommended textbooks, but I ended up scoring 283 in my JAMB exam. What did I do? I solved JAMB past question during that time. I did not have to cover all the syllabus. What I did was that whenever I take my past question, for instance, when I was solving past question for physics, I'll just be opening it, solving it. For instance, I went to the nearest year, which is because I wrote JAMB in 2020, so I used 2019 past questions, and anyone I don't understand, that is anyone I got it wrong, I will just go directly to the textbook. I'll open it to that specific topic, I'll read it very well and go back to the past question and have myself corrected. And another thing is, whenever there are some apps that you can use to prepare for JAMB. Like during that time, the app I used was JAMB Prep. Inside this JAMB Prep, you're able to solve a lot of questions. You answer them to the end, and when you submit it, they will give you your score exactly as JAMB normally give score. So that's what I did during that time. So it's not necessary to follow JAMB, because if you have to follow JAMB syllabus in this very period now, you'll find it out that it is very, very difficult and complicated, because there are thousands of topics that you have to cover in all these 4 subjects, and you'll find it difficult to do so. At the end of the day, you will get yourself confused. So don't cover JAMB syllabus. Go directly to your past question. Open your past question. If there's any way you're finding it difficult, then you refer it to the textbook you are using. And this is the time that the recommended textbooks mostly work out for you. Don't use any other textbook. For example, if you are preparing for JAMB physics, we have so many textbooks for physics. We have essential physics, we have a new school, we have LiQWYD. For the sake of JAMB, the recommended one that you are supposed to use to prepare for JAMB physics is LiQWYD. If you go to LiQWYD, you'll see a lot of explanations that is beyond other textbooks. And then any question, if you solve, for instance, if you cover any topic, at the end of that topic, they'll give you exercise. And what are the questions they'll give you for exercise? They are the JAMB past questions, in which anyone they give you, they will solve it and give you full details about that topic. That is just it. So with that, you'll be able to do more in your JAMB. Another thing is that on the last day to your JAMB examination, that is on the last night to your JAMB examination, don't sleep. I repeat, don't sleep. Some people normally say that you should just go and sleep to refresh your brain. When you have not studied anything, which brain do you want to refresh? Or do you want to just go and play? No, it's not supposed to be. So you just have to go and be solving these past questions. Another thing is that you should go and watch my previous videos. These previous videos are all about past questions. When you watch them, you will see how I solve a lot of questions there. And if you are not satisfied with that one, you can go to other YouTube channels like DTW tutorial and Flash Liners. You can learn a lot of questions there. And the most interesting part, if you solve bulky past questions, they'll come out in your exam. And anyone that come out in your exam, you definitely know. You don't need to solve it again, you just have to click and answer it. And another thing I should tell you is that JAMB is not something that you should just enter examination hall and start wasting too much time on only one question. You know, they will give you 180 questions on that day, and the time provided for you is there is 120 minutes, that is 2 hours. And inside this 120 minutes, you are expected to solve all these questions, including those ones that involve calculation. How will you be able to meet up? So what you should do is this: be time accurate. That is, you should be conscious of time, and you should learn basic keys in computer keywords that will allow you on that day to be effective, that is, to be very fast. Some people are not used to mouse. On that day, you see them dragging mouse. You know, their cursor will be jumping over the question. No, that is not good. You should just learn how to use key. You should just learn how to use computer keyboard. For instance, if you solve any question and you want to next, just click on A. If you solve any question and the answer is A, click on A. If the answer is B, click on B. If the answer is C, click on C. And if the answer is D, kindly click on D. So you don't need to be dragging mouse when you are not used to it. That will lead to the spending too much time on answering few questions, and before you know, the time will just elapse. And at the end of the day, that is why some people will not finish their surveys before the end of their time. And when it is the end of your time, it's just like normal test. Your computer will just submit itself and go off. So this is what I have for you today. And if you find this video interesting, consider subscribing. And even if you can't subscribe to the channel, just like the video so that it can be accessible to other people who are in need of this video. Thanks for watching.